Tonight we talk about a 6-month baby. So just to start the Masayib, you're already at Karbala. You're already there. A 6-month baby of Aba Abdullah. We say, look, your enmity was towards Imam Hussein. Your enmity was towards his brother Abbas. Your enmity was towards his sister Zainab. But what did a 6-month baby do to you? What did a 6-month baby ever say to you? They say that after all the companions had been killed, all of the Ahlul Bayt, Abul Fadl Abbas, Ali Akbar, Qasim, Auna Muhammad, everybody had been martyred. Aba Abdullah was at the final stages of Karbala. He would come outside of his tents and he would say what? Ala hal min nasirin yansuruna liwajhillah. Is there anybody that will respond to my call? At that moment they say that Sayyidah Zainab would come out of her tent holding a baby and she would say, Ya Hussein, the moment you said, is there anybody that will respond to my call? This baby threw himself from the cradle onto the floor. Ya Hussein, this baby is responding to your call. So the Imam takes Aliyun al-Asghar, a 6-month baby. Instead of going on a horse, no, Imam Hussein ascends a camel. Why? So that he is higher up so everybody can see. I, Hussein, am not coming to attack. I am coming to speak to you. They bring Aliyun al-Asghar forward. The enemy members are now looking. What is Hussein doing? Is he holding the Quran? Something is covered in his arms. What is it? At that moment, Aba Abdullah removes the cover. He lifts up his baby Aliyun al-Asghar. Ali Asghar at that moment takes his tongue out of his mouth. When he takes his tongue out, Imam says, if you hate me, if you have enmity towards my father, then what has this baby done to you? At least give this baby a few drops of water. At that moment they said that Umar ibn Sa'ad said to his commanders, he said, look, my army is divided into two. Half are saying give the baby water. Half are saying don't give the baby water. He says, if this continues any longer, my entire army is going to disintegrate. Hurmala, come here. So he calls Hurmala. He says to him, oh Hurmala, I want you to do something. He said, what is that? He says, I want you to kill that baby that is in the arms of Imam Hussein. So Hurmala says, okay, I will do that. He takes out an arrow. I ask you, O Muslims, what arrow did they use to kill Aliyun al-Asghar? A 3-pronged arrow. They say that when Mukhtar al-Thaqafi was about to kill Hurmala, he asked him, oh Hurmala, why did you use a 3-pronged arrow to kill Aliyun al-Asghar? A 3-pronged arrow is used to kill a camel because the size of the neck of the camel is so great. A 1 arrow cannot kill a camel. He says, Aliyun al-Asghar was a 6-month baby. How big was the neck of Aliyun al-Asghar? It was probably this big. Why did you use a 3-pronged arrow? He said, because we wanted to cause as much pain to Hussein as we could. At that moment, Hurmala says that I took my arrow, I placed it in the arch. I aimed towards Aba Abdullah al-Hussein. As I was about to fire the arrow fell down. I picked it up, it fell down again. Umar ibn Sa'ad says, Hurmala, you are the best archer in all of Arabia. What's going on with you today? He says, every time I aim at the baby's neck and I'm about to release this arrow, I look towards the camps of Imam Hussein and I see that the entrance of the tent is shaking. There is a woman in the tent saying, please don't kill my baby. I think it's the mother of Aliyun al-Asghar. He said, don't look that way, just do it. So Hurmala fires the arrow. The books of the Muqtal say that as the arrow left its arch, فَذَبَهُ مِنَ الْوَرِيدِ إِلَى الْوَرِيدِ, it pierced the baby from ear to ear. All of a sudden the blood of Aliyun al-Asghar was in the hands of Aba Abdullah. Aba Abdullah threw this blood towards the skies. Imam Baqir says none of the blood drops came back to earth. Why? This was Imam Hussein's special sacrifice to Allah. The Imam then stained his beard with the blood and said, this is how I will go to Allah's judgment on the day of Yawm al-Qiyamah. Then at the moment what? Aba Abdullah takes his son back. Now Aba Abdullah is standing outside of the tents of Rabab. He's thinking, how do I say to this mother that your 6-month baby that you gave me is now no longer living, that the enemy members have killed him as well. So as Imam Hussein was thinking, 7 times he would move forward. 7 times he would move back. He would say, Inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Radhan bi qada'ihi wa tasliman li amri. Then Abu Abdullah would take Ali al-Asghar to the back of the tents. He would dig a grave with his sword. He would place the body of Ali al-Asghar in the ground. He would then cover him with the sands of Karbala. I ask you, O Muslims, everybody was martyred in Karbala once. Ali al-Asghar was martyred twice. Everybody was martyred once. Ali al-Asghar was martyred twice. Why? They say that when all of the companions and the Sahaba had been killed, they cut the heads from the bodies, they raised them up on spears, and all of a sudden Umar ibn Saad is counting the heads. He's saying, didn't Hussein have 72? Why is there 71 heads? There's a head missing. Whose head is missing? For those that have young children, will be able to relate to this more. He says, where is the baby Ali al-Asghar? So one of the enemy members said, I saw Hussein take Ali al-Asghar to the back of the tents to bury him. He says, go to the back of tents and bring me the body of Ali al-Asghar. At that moment, O Muslims, they say that these people would go behind the tents of Imam Hussein. They would take their spears and start digging them into the grounds of Karbala. All of a sudden, one man said that he would dig his spear into the ground. But as he lifted it up, the body of Ali al-Asghar came.